If your portfolio is not down, then congratulations, because I've not met anyone this week where their portfolio is not absolutely tanking. So where I want to kick off this video is just to show you guys my last 7-day performance of where I started on February the 21st at just over $137,000 in this portfolio. And then it just kept tanking to a low of where we are now at 118,721. So that's $18,000 I lost inside the space of 7 days. But it's all good. You know, these things happen. These things create buying opportunities out there in the market. And what I want to do in this video is just walk you guys through how much income I've made this week of cash collect, because despite the portfolio being down, we are still making money every single week in terms of monthly, weekly cash flow. So let's dive into the statement for the last week and let's see how we got on. So here we have our live interactive brokers activity statement for last week, February the 24th to February the 28th. And the first thing you notice is we don't have any dividends this coming week, because this week of the stocks that I own, of the YIELDMAX stocks, we're not breaking out those overall dividends. And next week I'll be doing a full February roundup in terms of how much money I made in terms of passive income. So make sure you subscribe and stick around for that. So if we have a look here, the main thing to really walk through is the trades that I made. So again, for those who don't understand the trades tab, these consist of 3 things. 1, stock that is bought or sold, options trading premium, bought or sold, and currency changes that happen of moving around between my GBP and my USD account. So I didn't do any stock trades this week. There was never really do currency trading unless, like I said, I'm switching money between the two kind of forex balance accounts between pounds and dollars. So all of this income here is all predominantly related to options trading. So the first thing what we're going to do is just going to we'll scroll down right to the bottom to get to the magic number. But the number that I want you guys to look at is this proceeds number. So this is the cash collected coming in, or cash leaving the account. So I'll keep my cursor here. As we will go all the way down, you will see here that I made $598 as a result of all these trades, and some big numbers inside here, because things like Tesla, my rolls into Tesla, deeply down. If you can see here, if we go scroll up to the top, from a realized P&L point of view, doing all of these trades, it cost me, well, in terms of realized losses, it's minus 6,000. And these are the things that people sometimes forget about options trading. I don't really understand, where you might be looking at this, say, look, I'm down 6 grand. And that is the absolute truth. There is not denying that I've taken a loss of 6,000. But what you've got to realize is these options, for example, here, this 380 put, for example, it's got 9 grand worth of unrealized gains in there of when this option eventually expires to 0, or when I decide to close it out. So this 6 grand is sitting in, like, you know, there's 5 grand, 5.6k sitting in Riot. There's 9.6k sitting in this Tesla option. Another one, 910 in this Palantir put, 460 in this other Palantir put. So all of this 6 grand is sitting inside my current options, or the new options that I've sold. So I've closed the options, the previous month's options, for a loss, and I've opened the new options that I've sold greater than the loss by $598. So as long as every month, assuming these positions start to get in my favor, i.e. the market starts to go up, or or they kind of stay flat and the options start to depreciate, this number here will start going into a positive. It may take 1 month, 2 months, 9 months. It doesn't really matter. What I'm saying is even though I've taken a loss of 6k, I have income coming through the door as $598, which again, I can do whatever I want. So I've improved my cash position for the week by $598. So I just want to make that a bit clear, because a lot of people still struggle with this concept. And again, I've been doing this for a while. I've been growing the account for a very long time. So things like this are not as bad as they first look. So again, I'm not going to go into all of these trades. What I will do is just pick out a few key ones here so you guys can understand what's going on. First one I'll probably look at here is Misty. So Misty, here is a classic example of where I rolled down my put. Now Misty is a YIELDMAX fund which I'm trying to do to generate income. And again, I could have been more aggressive here. People that are inside my trading community have now purchased like 1,000 shares of Misty because it is trading around the $20 mark, which is really, really good. But what I decided to do is roll this out for a month and roll down the strike to 19 because I don't think Bitcoin in the next month or so will start going back up to all-time highs again. I think it's going to consolidate around this. So I think there is some downside, additional downside, especially if it starts still paying out $1, $2 per share. So I think I can probably pick these up cheaper. So I could be wrong and it could skyrocket. This is the risk I'm willing to take on Misty by pushing this out for a month and picking up, like, I think it's like, what's the difference between 221 and 250? Like $89 or $29 there. So I had an NVIDIA put again, which I actually closed. So you can see here, this NVIDIA put here. I did this just before earnings because I got a bit worried about what might potentially happen to NVIDIA. 21st of March, I paid 190 to close it off, and you can see here I made 624 realized gains on there. So this again was one I made last month, which again the realized gains is now start to come in. I did the same thing with a Palantir, closed it for a debit of 91 and realized $152. And again, there's some other ones here, similar things. Sold it, closed it for 124 debit, picked up 182. And this one here is I actually rolled into, well, these next ones here, I rolled into the next cycle. So again, I had a few Palantir puts that I did, and I did this after earnings where it dropped, but it continued to drop after that, especially after Alex Karp saying he wants to sell more shares and all these weird and wonderful things. But no challenge with these positions. Just rolled them out, picked up some additional credit. All good from there. PayPal got in a bit of trouble with one of these puts again. PayPal didn't have the best earnings inside the world. So again, I rolled it out to the April cycle. Again, picked up the difference between 754 and 794. What's that? $40. $40 credit on that one. And again, took a 653 loss because I had to buy back this overall debit from this. All good from that one. Again, I've got these silly Riot 8 puts here, which I did pretty much at break even. So you can see here. And then I did pay $5. So technically it was I did pay $5 to do this, but I've been trying to get rid of these for a while. I should have really got rid of them when Riot was trading at 16, but I thought it was going to go higher. Shows what I know in world. What else is on here? Yeah, so this is what I'm saying is I rolled it out at pretty much the same strike. Now I've got some Tesla positions here. I'm not going to go into these, but effectively these are causing me some challenges at the moment because Tesla, I had a challenge with the call because my call was around, well, I can tell you here, the call was at 3:30, right? And I put at 390. So Tesla's not trading best part of like 290, whatever it is. So what I'd managed to do is I managed to keep the call at 310, and you can see here that I managed to roll down my put. I think it was, just trying to find the right one because I've got so many of them. Here you go, 380. So this is the right one here. Definitely didn't roll it down to 325. That's just a separate put that I had there. So again, I rolled down from 390 to 380, and I managed to do that for, I think it was about 150, 160 credits. So again, I'm making my positions better considering the environment that we're in. So yes, in my top line, I'm down 18,000 or wherever it was. And again, that's predominantly my stock positions such as Riot, Tesla, PayPal, NVIDIA, etc. going down. But again, that's going down with the broader market. But I'm still rolling out my options. I did pick up a loss, a realized loss, but it's all sitting in the new options that I've sold and still made $600 a month passive income as well, which is, again, on a weekly basis, is still a pretty decent result. Again, I'll have dividends coming in over the next couple of weeks, so make sure you stick around and subscribe because I'll be going through the full month in detail inside the next video if you want to see how much total I made for the month of February in terms of passive income. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Comment, like, subscribe, and I should see you guys in the next video.